to Friday, and for many of you, you will have just started your university course. So how are you going? How are you feeling? It can be really overwhelming, particularly if you haven't done it before or it's been a long time. So I just want to share some quick tips just to get you started, get you going in your first few weeks. And the first one is the big one. Fail to plan, no, fail to plan and you plan to fail. That's it, that's the one. So making sure you're planning out your term. So thinking about when you've got your assessments due, how long you actually need to prep for them. Revision, what extra revision do you need to do? Do you need to do research? Because that will take more time than you expect. And exams. So when are you going to need to start prepping for your exams? When are your exams going to be? And keeping in mind with the exams that if you're doing a lot more of your learning during term, which is what we're all about, your exam prep time isn't going to be a completely chaotic, I've got to memorize everything session. It's going to be much more, okay, let's just go through what we know. It's going to be more structured and hopefully not quite so stressful. I have got a planner that will be available on our learntolearn.net.au website, so you can jump on there for the free resources and have a look at that. And it's just basically one you can print off in A3. It's designed around 12 weeks so that you can actually see where you're going, use different colors, whatever it's going to be that's going to help you to map it all out. And the good thing about when it's there for you to print off is you can print off as many copies as you want. So if you mark up one, it doesn't matter. Because I know I usually need a few copies. Okay, the second thing that I just wanted to quickly touch on today is, early days is the best time to become familiar with the learning objectives of your course, of your subjects, and of your different assessments. So the learning objectives are all about what you should learn or should know by the end of your studies or your assessment or whatever it might be. So once you've got that, that gives you a framework that you can actually look at your studies through. So for example, if one of your learning outcomes is about understanding a particular topic or, particular framework or a particular model, then you can make sure that when you're working through that you're actually focused around, okay, well, how does this contribute to this model? How does this add to the knowledge that I need? So they're just a couple of quick little tips to get you started. Obviously have more during the term, but definitely recommend printing off your planner, looking at your learning objectives, and recognizing that you don't need to be the expert now. When you are starting out and it's the first time you've seen something, you've picked up your textbook, it's hugely overwhelming because we aren't experts already, so we don't necessarily understand the terminology. But it's making sure that you're open to asking the questions, whether that's asking questions of yourself, of your lecturers, or of your peers, and saying, okay, I'm not quite sure I understand this concept. How does this work? If we understand, we're that much closer to actually getting where we want to go. So thank you. Have a great weekend. See you later.